All right, y'all. Listen, it's been a while, but we still here. Ooh, I got the wrong microphone plugged in, y'all. But while I take care of that, thank you so much for joining us for another live stream. I know you can barely hear me right now, but I will take care of that very briefly. Give me 2 seconds, and we'll be right back on. And hitting mute for you. All right. Sorry about that interruption, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a couple of weeks, as you can see. So shaking off the dust. And y'all, we got to talk about this movie news because, Lilo and Stitch continuing to dominate in the box office. Warner Brothers Discovery up to yet another weird thing. Remember, guys, Max went from HBO Max to just Max. It is now HBO Max again. And now they're splitting the streaming service. Who knows what this company is up to, as well as updates with Fantastic Four and more, you guys. I've got one co-host here tonight. Our other co-host will be back soon, but thank you so much for joining us, and chime in the comments, y'all. But without further ado, let me get my other co-host in here. Redo, what's going on, man? Hello? It's been a little while. How you been?
Good evening. Missed you, brother. It's a beautiful day in California. It's a little warm, a little sweaty out here, but got the door open, got some air flowing in here, and man, I'm just happy to be back. I love talking shop.
Yeah, man, it's always great to chop it up with you, man. I know it's hot out there because it's hot here. I'm like, I know it's hot out there, dude. And real quick tidbit, I just saw something on my Facebook. The only team I hate in the NBA right now is the OKC Thunder. Because my goodness, them fans are getting ahead of themselves. Y'all lost game one, and now y'all talk about OKC in 5. Come on, at least give the Pacers one more. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Oh,
like, slow your roll. I mean, y'all did lose one.
Right. Y'all lost the first game, so slow your roll. But
yeah. And to be fair, I think honestly, I think it might go to 6 or 7. I think they match up. They match up really well, and I think both teams, like defensively and offensively, they could tip those scales easily. So
they have so many tools in the toolkit, man. Like, it's just impossible to walk in any of these games saying, this is definitely gonna be OKC. This is definitely gonna be Indiana. I'm like, even at home, there's just not as much faith with how great these teams are. So
right.
Really fun to watch, at least. But tough luck here, starting us off with the having a feeling that live action Lilo Stitch will hit $1 billion by 6/26. I think
that would be kind of cool, actually.
6/26. So good. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. Honestly, tough luck. It might even hit it before that, dude.
Right.
Speaking
it's
of,
doing so well.
Yeah. Speaking of, Lo, let's roll right into it, man. Tell us what stories we got this week in the roundup.
Yes, sir. If y'all are new or you're just joining us, let's kick off the roundup with a check of the box office pulse. As always, we kick it off with a look at the top 5, and Lilo and Stitch continues its epic road to $1 billion with a $32.4 million haul. Its third week at number 1, y'all. Nothing's topping this. Karate Kid didn't do it, and actually Ballerina, from the world of John Wick, starring Ana de Armas, couldn't do it. But speaking of Ballerina, it did make its debut at number 2 with 24.5 mil. Tom Cruise, the savior of cinema. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes in at number 3. Karate Kid Legends at 4, and Final Destination Bloodlines holding it down for horror in the top 5. Man, they're doing really well, especially. I can't remember the budget off the top of my head, but that one's doing really well. And surprisingly, Karate Kid Legends just doubled up its budget. It was about 45 mil. It's at 73 worldwide. So it's not the epic flop that people thought it was. I think people still have an interest in Jackie Chan and, of course, Ralph Macchio's collaboration. And I think, I think there's good word of mouth as well. So I think the Cobra Kai fandom and martial arts fans in general are kind of curious. Maybe they saw Mission Impossible already and maybe they still want to check out that Karate Kid. But any surprises in the top 5, Leo? I mean, did you think Lilo was going to hold on this long? Like, I mean, I didn't know Ballerina would do it, but it got pretty close.
Yeah, I think the only thing one thing that will dethrone it most likely is this How to Train Your Dragon remake. I think they pretty much will be that. I was like, there'll be that number 1 until that movie falls, and then they're just gonna be number 2 riding it out for the rest of the summer. Like Lilo and Stitch is here to stay. And people are just going back, watching it over and over and over. It tickles the nostalgia bug for people the ages you and I, all the way down to like people who are like teenagers right now. Like Lilo and Stitch, dare I say, has just as much a stamp on Disney as like Lion King did. And it was like Absolutely. That next Lion King that led into the next wave of Disney movies. So I think that it has such a big impact. It's going to make $1 billion easily and stick around.
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate.
And it checks all the boxes, like family friendly, summer vibes, like
100%. 100%. And it's like still so heartfelt and it's cute too. It's like adorable. So it just really hits home for a lot of people. And I want to say both Lilo and Stitch and Ballerina are an A- cinema score. So if that tells you anything, it's like, okay, the audiences had a good time. Whether the critics did or did it, audiences are eating this one up. Same with Karate Kid. It had an A- cinema score. I think that's one of the higher in the whole franchise. Right. So it's done a really good job of giving the audience what they want. And I think it's the ultimate dad movie, man. Like, listen, if you love Jackie Chan, which a lot of us do, a lot of us old heads, we love Jackie Chan, man. You're going to attract the audience with that. People who enjoy Cobra Kai, the Karate Kids, you have an audience in that. And then you have an audience with, I'd say Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, and Jackie Chan. So you kind of have 3 audiences coming to this, and we're enjoying it. I think the critics didn't love it as much. I loved it. I had a really good time.
I think as a group, we kind of underestimated Jackie's pull because internationally it's doing really well. Like it's actually it's made more overseas than it's made domestically. So
yeah, man. I mean, the people overseas, China, I mean, hell, they love Jackie, man. Like Jackie's killing it overseas. And then Mission Impossible. I really quick want to say I saw Tom Cruise take a picture in front of a billboard of Ballerina. And what I love about Tom Cruise is he's even going to prop the competition up. Like he looks at this as like hey, we all come to the table and enjoy the scraps of food together. Not necessarily like, oh, everybody's fighting for a seat. Like, no, like he opens the door for people. And I thought that was a really good, like, and he's been doing that for so long. I think this is a really good pattern that him and other big film stars could do for one another.
And he was given like Ryan Coogler his flowers, Michael B. Jordan, and I loved that, especially when Sinners just took off. Tom Cruise was one of the first guys, like, hell yeah.
Man, Tom Cruise, bro, like the godfather of modern cinema, man. And he's just like giving people their flowers left and right. So I love that about Tom, man. Spread the love.
Hell yeah. Did you get a chance to see Final Destination yet?
No, I still haven't. But I mean, as somebody who I'm not necessarily a horror expert, but I enjoy horror, I could see just how much like fandom this series and franchise had before going in. Like I kind of knew Final Destination. People were like foaming at the mouth for another one, man. Like, yeah, this is doing very well. And rest in peace, Tony Todd, man. Icon.
Right. Honestly, I think just his last final cinematic scenes are worth seeing alone just for that. And as much as I enjoyed it, which I actually thought it was pretty fun. It was really like faithful, kind of like keeping to the spirit of the franchise. I kind of don't see where else they can go from here. I kind of hope that this is like a welcome back and then kind of go sail off into the sunset because like they kind of tie things up pretty neatly, if I should say. If I don't want to spoil anything, but
man, so you know how these companies do. They're gonna be foaming at the mouth for another one.
I know. But it just makes me wonder. It's like I don't know. It's just in my opinion, I just don't know where else they can go from here. But if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a
I
good one.
absolutely will. Man, it'll be better than the last horror movie I watched, which was Fear Street, the new one. Woo, that was terrible, dude. Oh my
the
god, that was bad.
prom queen or something
Yeah,
like that.
Prom Queen. And the other three were great. I'm like, man, that fell off hard. Ooh, that was bad.
Kevin Davis, welcome back. Interesting. He doesn't think How to Train Your Dragon will do as good as Minecraft and Lilo.
I'm at a loss with that one, to be completely honest with you, because of how well Lilo and Stitch is doing, I have no idea.
Right.
I'm like, How to Train Your Dragon could come out and do about 600 to 800, and that's great.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna make $1 billion like Lilo and Stitch.
Right. And I think what's interesting is like if those audience will show up for How to Train Your Dragon. Like obviously people turned out for Lilo. It makes me wonder like how much pull does Toothless have, right? So
let me just ask you off the cuff. Would you put How to Train Your Dragon in like the 10 best animated movies of all time?
Oh man, it's really high for me, but I don't know if it cracks my top 10. There's a lot of great animated films out there, and it's close though. I'd put it in my top 20 at least.
Yeah. So I told my girlfriend when I watched the live action remake, I was talking to her and I was like, I mean, this is probably like top 20, top 15, maybe top 10, like the original she hasn't seen. So I was like, maybe top 10, but then I had to think, I'm like, well, shit, Lion King, Wall-E, Iron Giant, shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, could
Miyazaki,
I say it's better than?
Yeah, I mean, got throwing some Miyazaki in there.
Yeah, man, Miyazaki classics, Princess Mononoke. I'm like, yo, dude. I mean, and I guess part of me is almost thinking from the standpoint of just like a generalist list.
Yeah,
maybe it could be number 10.
Yeah. And I can see that. I think at that point, it's just preference. Like once you get past the top, like 6 or 7, I think it's preference with that final 2 or 3 spots. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tyler, welcome to the chat. He says, don't doubt the power of Toothless.
Hey, man. I mean, what did that first one make? Yeah. But Toothless is
I'm actually kind of curious. I was like, maybe apples and oranges if we look at the animated numbers, but... Ooh, Tough Luck says Toothless ain't Stitch, Tyler.
Ooh.
Easy.
I don't know who you ask. I mean... Okay, so that first one on a budget of 165 made 494. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And what's funny is he said Stitch created Toothless. It's kind of funny that same director and same story. The Chris Sanders did the story for Lilo and Stitch and then moved on to DreamWorks and directed the first How to Train Your Dragon. So kind of funny how that happens.
Pretty funny.
AJ, what up? He said this is his second favorite animated trilogy. What's your first, man?
Oh, snap. What up, AJ? Good to see you, brother.
I know. I haven't seen him in a while.
I'm like, what's up, AJ? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, let us know your first animated trilogy. It makes me wonder, like, how many trilogies are there? We talking about Toy Story? Does that count? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, what is your first? Because I'm like, animated trilogy, I mean, there ain't a lot.
Like, I know there's Toy Story 4, but in my opinion, that first 3 is still a trilogy. In my opinion, like,
and listen,
that's how it came out.
If he said that's his like best one is Toy Story 1 through 3, yo,
there it is.
I think it has to be. Yep, Toy Story.
Yeah, he said Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story 1 through 3 is just kind of like if we take out 4 and the upcoming 5, it's like, yeah, that's a perfect trilogy. Perfect.
Absolutely. But yeah, that kind of wraps up our pulse here. You love to see the summer numbers. It's gonna go up as we get into July. We got Fantastic Four coming, we got Superman coming. I can't wait to see how it all shakes out and how we'll see where Superman stands at the end of it all. Because I like to your point, Leo. I think you were saying a few shows back, like about a month or so ago, you were saying don't sleep on Jurassic World because I mean the last movie wasn't that great and it made a billy. So
right, don't sleep, y'all.
All right, let's dig into some of our other stories from the week. Warner Brothers, guys, what are we doing here? Warner Brothers Discovery is to split into 2 separate companies, and it was interesting because the merger was such a big deal. Like, oh, Warner's merging with Discovery, and they're gonna have so much more content, and the HBO Max is becoming Max, and now it's HBO Max again. And I, like, Warner, what's going on, guys? Leo, do you have any more, like, shed some light on this? It just feels so messy. It feels like I don't know. It just feels silly. Like,
It's just really weird. So they're splitting it into two companies. It's gonna be like one service is for streaming and studio, so WB, DC, HBO, HBO Max, and then the other is gonna be like global networks, so CNN, TNT, Discovery, Discovery Plus, and others. I think it's
isn't
easy
that
to
what it
say.
was before they merged?
I was like, isn't this Discovery Plus and Warner Brothers or HBO Max and Discovery Plus? But who are we, low? We don't know. We don't know shit, I guess. But yeah, I look at this and it's very easy to sit here and say like, oh, David Zaslav is an idiot. He has no idea what he's doing. What is he doing?
Right.
I think as a whole, the company is just really trying to find a way to make this profitable. I think
Right.
not just Warner Brothers, but all streaming services really struggle to be and operate in the black. Hell, even Netflix doesn't operate in the black. So
Right.
it's a very lose money situation. And I think they're trying to figure out a way to make some money out of this.
Right.
I think just from speculation, I think they're still catching up from that streaming service release date simultaneous issue. Because that
Right. Because I
was
think
such
last year they were pretty down bad, weren't they?
yeah, that was
Like, they
such
took
a
a huge loss. So
yeah, that was such a big loss. And they've had Barbie and Minecraft come and go, and those have done well. But like when you think about it, that year where it was all streaming, it was like, okay, Godzilla was in that. Uh Godzilla versus Kong was in that. Mortal Kombat was in that. What else was in that? The Suicide Squad was in that. You could even count things like Blue Beetle and the Flash and their failures, really
right.
adding up to these receipts that just seem to be, in my opinion, have caught up to them, and they just cannot dig out of this hole at all.
Right.
They have to have Superman be a success. They
So
have to have. Huh?
is this them just admitting defeat? Like, this didn't work? Like,
I would think so, man, because I mean, we went from Max or HBO Max to Max to back to HBO Max to Discovery, Warner Brothers, and all that. They just have hit so many angles, trying so many different things. It ain't working. It ain't working.
by the way, did we get a chance to? Because this the rights went to somewhere else, right? Coyote versus Acme, because that was a
Yeah,
debacle in and of itself. And then, of course, Batgirl got written off, which was such a shame. Because I heard it from some of the set photos and stuff. It actually looks like I'd be down to see it, but
y'all cannot tell me a Batman film, a Batgirl film with Michael Keaton returning as Batman and Brendan Fraser playing the villain was that bad.
right,
Like I can't fathom it being bad enough to at least not warrant a streaming release.
right.
So weird. Coyote versus Acme. Coyote versus Ugly. Wow. I think that went to Catch Up Entertainment, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Like this
okay.
recent Looney Tunes. Yeah, I think. But yeah, it's Rescue.
AJ said the Flash was that bad. Oh man. I didn't hate the Flash, but it definitely wasn't the greatest superhero film like Dave Zaslav was saying.
They were desperate. And here's the thing about the Flash. I mean, I really like the Flash. I'm gonna admit it, but like, you can't sit here and tell me Batgirl was gonna be worse to people than the Flash. Like, I
Right.
mean, come on, just so many excuses. But
Right.
yeah, I
So
like the
yeah,
Flash.
I don't know how much this will help Warner, but I guess there's a lot riding on James Gunn now. I mean, I'm sure he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm trying to think. It's like, I mean, Barbie too. I guess you're leaning on that as well.
Right.
Sasha Kaye was great. Very
She was
unfortunate that
awesome.
she just kind of came and went in the franchise. They didn't give her anything else. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And as excited as I am for Millie Alcock, she was awesome.
Yes. Yes, 100%.
All right, y'all. dipping back into the horror realm here. I got my Carpenter shirt on.
Yeah.
There is currently a bidding war for the rights to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, and I think this is great. I mean, nothing against Blumhouse, but they've been kind of hit and miss in terms of the quality of their films. And I believe isn't Jordan Peele's company in the bidding here?
Yep.
I think it's Monkey Paw, right?
They're in the running.
Yeah, so I mean that would be cool. I would love to see some kind of like Texas Chainsaw, like maybe reimagining in a whole different, like from a different lens. That would be kind of cool. Who else is in play here though? I didn't get a chance to see all the details. Like,
I'm actually looking for the list right now. I want to.
Tyler, he's like, just let Leatherface go. I mean, was that? Well, I didn't even watch the last one. I mean, forgive me, but was the last one that bad? Like,
the last one was that horrible.
Hey, AJ brings up a good point. Just not to totally backtread here, but back referring to Warner, he was saying like some of the debt might go away from the movie division, and maybe that might turn the tides a little bit.
I'm so sorry. My damn microphone is just giving me shit. But
No, you're good.
I definitely feel like this franchise. Who would you like to see it go to out of those? Like out of Monkey Paw, Neon, A24, Netflix, and Paramount.
Oh, you know what? Damn, that's tough, right? So, I love the indie scene. I love what Neon's doing. I love what A24 is doing. But I think I'm leaning towards Monkey Paw because I really want Jordan Peele and his company to kind of thrive, and I'd love to see that success carry on to his studio. But I would love to see some talent from the A24 side take a crack at this, or maybe even Neon. I know Neon's kind of got a bunch of horror in its bag already. Down below, Tough Luck's talking about Paramount. They've had success with A Quiet Place and the Smile films. That wouldn't be too bad either. I think Paramount's got some good track record in terms of making profitable horror films and quality horror films, I would say. I did really enjoy the Smile films, especially.
100% agree. I'm still here, by the way.
I wasn't sure if I was talking to anybody.
my fault. I'm still here. But yeah, I think I agree with AJ. Neon seems like such a safe bet. Because I'm sorry, A24 is fumbling the bag with these franchise movies. They're fumbling, which is very unfortunate. But I think I trust Neon the most of that list. I'm thinking Netflix. Nah, nope. We saw what happened with that one. And then Paramount. I don't think I have anything against that. Also, Monkey Paw will be second for me.
Yeah,
I think giving Jordan Peele this property would be great as well. He'd probably make it feel like an original.
right. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd love to see a different take on it, and maybe like, I mean, he doesn't have to completely rewrite the mythos here, but it would be cool to see his perspective, or maybe not him per se, but a director of his choice, or I'm sure there would be some type of collaboration, right? So
yeah, and Blumhouse just got Saw. Like it's time for them to.
What's up, Rodney?
What up, Rodney?
He said, not Blumhouse.
Yeah, because they just got Saw, and I'm like, all right, come on. They have everything, dude.
Right.
Time to relax them a bit.
How'd you like Smile 2, Leo? I think we talked about this briefly before.
Loved it, man.
Yeah,
I loved it more than the first.
Man. Really? Okay. I do prefer the first, but Naomi Scott was fantastic. And I really liked the continuation, especially starting it off with Kyle Gallner. And, it really felt like we picked up right where we left off. And it was a really engaging watch.
Totally agree.
This is such an interesting exercise in how people feel about Blumhouse, because I think how they treated Halloween, nothing against David Gordon Green, because I really liked the 2018 film, but I feel like he bit off more than he could chew.
Ooh, yeah.
with kills and ends, and I think he was kind of doing a little bit too much. I mean, I know he wanted to do something a little different. Didn't love Ends. I did not love Ends. I enjoyed Kills for what it was, but oh man, Ends really made me think twice about the Blumhouse's direction of films. So.
Ends was just horrendous, man. I mean,
Leatherface dies tonight.
if Leatherface, this next one is anything like that damn Halloween Ends, shut it off, shut it down. Because the last Chainsaw Massacre wasn't that Netflix one? Did you catch that one, Lo?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing is the word of mouth kind of turned me off. I hadn't had a chance to see it yet.
It was so
Yeah.
bad, dude.
Yeah, I heard it was like kind of like cringy with some of like the Gen Z references and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is they just disrespected the hell out of Sally from the original.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Rodney's bringing up a good point. I'm really curious too, because I personally am not. I don't want to support the film. I think Spyglass has soured their films for me, but we'll see how audiences react, because I don't think all of the country is going to be reacting to the way that we did to the whole controversy with Nev Campbell and Melissa Barrera. So we'll see.
100% agree.
What's our final verdict here? You said Neon. I said Monkey Paw.
Yeah, and I think hell, that's your 1A, 1B, man. I mean, do you really want it to fall in the hands of Netflix? Fuck no. Paramount wouldn't be terrible. Neither.
Yeah, I think Paramount's cool. I mean, I like the Quiet Place franchise, and like we were just talking about Smile. So I think Paramount kind of has some rapport here. Like they've obviously made some good films. So
yeah, and then it's just like, yeah, if it goes to Neon or Jordan Peele, you feel a little more at ease. But yeah.
Tyler said, why is Netflix even on the list? They had their chance.
Yeah, they botched it terribly. Terribly.
All right. So switching gears back to the summer blockbuster era, Fantastic Four: The First Steps has sold more tickets than any other film this year. So I personally am kind of tired of like, oh, Marvel bad, Marvel good, Marvel bad, Marvel good. Like, people can't make up their minds, but all I know is I'm here for this film. I'm here for the cast. I'm here for Matt Shackman. The footage looks great. I'm here for Galactus. Franklin. I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for Pedro Pascal and Joseph Quinn and Vanessa Kirby, my darling. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I love that this movie is already just like broke the pre-sale record for 2025 ticket sales. I'm like, awesome. Love that this is just a nice start to Fantastic Four. But really interesting comment here from Kevin Davis. Even in Fantastic Four, First Steps be a moderate success, Kevin Feige isn't going anywhere at all. Yeah, Kevin Feige's not dipping out. Tyler Calvert, the MCU is back. Yeah, we're gonna have this happen again. The MCU is dead. The MCU is back. The MCU is dead.
Every year, MCU sucks. Oh, we're back, baby. Like, oh my Lord.
That's what we're gonna hear. I think that Fantastic Four has potential to beat Superman. Now, I don't know if it, at this point, I'm like, I don't know. I'd be worried if I was Superman just because it's coming up after. So it's very possible that I could bump it out. But I think Fantastic Four has a lot of potential from all the clips I've seen. It just has a different, unique vibe and tone to it. I love the sets already. I've really grown to just continuously love these costumes the more I see them. Thing looks great. The visuals and CG look amazing. Like they actually just had a lot of time. Unlike Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It just looks like they really care about this one. And to me, it feels, at least from the trailers and clips, it just feels like a new experience in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even though this is the third edition of the Fantastic Four that we've seen.
Right.
It just feels like its own iteration so much. Like, I'm very excited for this, man. Like,
it feels refreshing.
Yeah.
It feels like it's really doing something here. It doesn't feel like a retread. It doesn't even feel like a reboot. Like you said, it has its own character at this point. Like, I love the 60s aesthetic and the whole space race aesthetic. I love that. Like,
And I
I'm
love
here
that
for
they
that.
went to another world for this plot. Like it's like, oh, they're over here on another planet, so we can focus on them only. Doesn't have to be about well, hey, Doctor Doom's here, and like, all right, we don't have to. We could set that up in the post credit and just focus here, which felt like what Thunderbolts did. If this does that as well, I mean, man, we about to be in a Marvel resurgence here.
Right.
Really
And
excited.
you're saying this has the best cast. It could be the best film. Rodney's saying this and Jurassic World gonna eat up Superman.
Man, oh man, poor Superman too, because it has to win, man. Here's the thing: if Fantastic Four completely bombs, they got Doomsday, they got Spider-Man, it's gonna be a rough day for DC
Right.
Studios if Superman bombs.
And
Rough.
especially considering they're trying to restart their universe. If it flops, that's just gonna be such a blow.
They can't afford a flop.
Tyler's saying Jurassic out of the 3.
I think so.
Them damn dinosaurs, man.
It's the only Dino franchise. It's like, okay, if you don't have Godzilla, you don't got no dinos, man. Like we love dinos, man.
I'll be honest, I've been avoiding some of the trailers, but I did stumble upon some footage, and I think Gareth Edwards is cooking, you guys. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's cooking.
He might be cooking, man. Listen, I'm not counting Jurassic World out.
Tough Luck says Fantastic Four hits $1 billion. Man, that'd be crazy.
I could see it in like the 800 mil. Like if I'm being conservative and safe, I'm like 700 to 800 is what I'm projecting.
Yeah. Man, Bob Iger will be doing backflips if he gets a third Billy movie.
Backflips, man, because you know good and well, Lilo Stitch Bill,
Moana 2. And who would have thought, right?
Inside Out.
I think that was the biggest surprise of the year for me. I didn't realize how well that went.
Oh man, Moana, I knew it. I was like, yeah. Cause dude, the most streamed movie on Disney Plus is still Moana 1.
Right. Oh, it's
still.
like the most streamed film.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, y'all love this movie so much. Some of y'all just watching it every day.
AJ's saying he predicts about 650 for Superman. Is that good enough, Leo?
So I don't want to be Mr. Doomsday. I think that's good if you're not Superman.
Right. So I think with the brand, like to your point, I think there's an expectation. He's one of the first superheroes people ever got into. It's either him or Batman. Like it's so synonymous with superhero, right?
Or
like
this guy over here.
or Spider-Man. Not to not include our boy Spidey, but I was trying to think of the timeline. I can't remember what Spider-Man 60s, right?
Yeah.
So, Batman and Superman had a couple decades on them.
Hey, I thought they had a date on it. My bad.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I was trying to see the date.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one thing's for sure. Superman, just be happy you ain't up against Spider-Man 4. Shit. My goodness.
Right.
Tough Luck is not optimistic about Moana live action box office chances next year, given its competition in July and because the Moana 2 did $1 billion and benefited from an 8-year wait for Moana. Yeah, I think that's an interesting take. I think Moana just as a franchise is so big. Like it just has this massive following.
Yeah.
People my age love Moana too. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, not the sequel. I mean, like Moana, the character of the movies. Like, we really like Moana. It spoke to adults and kids love Moana. Like, there was just like, I'm trying to think of like a comparable. I'm like, she's this day and age's Disney princess. Her and the Frozen girls. They're just like they're Disney princesses that not only little girls love, little boys love it, adults love it. It's just so universally loved. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah, as I say, I mean, I feel like that's definitely a hot take. I think it's a good bet that the live action Moana will do well. I mean, I mean, hate or love The Rock. I mean, I think generally he's a pretty well revered person, a celebrity, so to say. I mean, not as much with what was it? His last film. What was the last couple films he did? What was the last thing he did before
A
besides
Rock?
Black Adam? Yeah.
Oh man, that Christmas movie.
Oh, right. And it was
Yeah, Red
interesting
One.
is it wasn't a huge hit, but I mean, it didn't do too shabby. Like, Red One made some okay numbers.
I think Red One tanked, brother.
Did it? I can't remember,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It made 185 on a budget of 200 to 300. That thing.
Oh, just kidding. Just kidding.
Jumanji.
Yeah, there you go. I forgot about that one. But yeah, Jumanji's fun. The sequel had no right being as good as it was. But a lot of it was like Danny DeVito and Danny Glover. Didn't know I needed that, but that was pretty good.
Yo, this is a good rebuttal. Do they love Moana as much as they do Minions?
Christopher Nolan, Paw
Patrol, and Spider-Man. That's a great rebuttal.
Wait a minute. Hold on, because that kind of escaped my brain. Did Paw Patrol make money?
Hell yeah!
Did it?
Hell yeah, dude.
I know Dogman did good.
Now. The Mighty Movie 2023 box office. What's that looking like? Oh, maybe I was wrong. Psych.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't remember the Paw Patrol.
205 million. But what was the budget? I mean, if it was like a $20 million movie, that's great.
Right. No, exactly. And the same thing with Dogman. Like, it didn't make an extraordinary amount of money, but the budget on Dogman was pretty tame. So
yeah. So the Paw Patrol movie, Mighty Movie budget was $30 million. Yeah, that's great. It did
like what 5 times its budget.
It did great, bro.
Yeah. There you go. Tough Luck said he'd rather see the Hades movie that the Russos are trying to stop Iger from becoming a Hercules Disney remake. Is that what they're trying to do? I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, I know. I heard today. I saw today an update. I didn't even get to really dive into it, y'all. But I know that it's still in the works. That's all
interesting. Yeah, the Russos, man. I don't know what it is, but if it's not Avengers, do we trust them?
Right? I'm like, okay, so yep. Live action Hercules film reportedly still in development. The Russo brothers want to retitle the film to Hades and focus on the villain story, while Disney wants it to be a faithful remake. Well, if you're a business person, yeah, you want it to be a faithful remake.
Right. I mean, like nothing against Cruella, which was awesome. But that was a bit of a gamble, don't you think?
Yeah, and I'm going to give a little bit of leeway to that for the pandemic. But what did Maleficent, that first one, make?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it was enough to warrant a sequel. Because if I remember correctly, the first one was well received.
Yeah, it did $758 million.
There you go.
Not a bad draw. But, I mean, you compare that to The Lion King, which did over a billion. So...
Oh man, you know what? Like, I mean, I'm not even trying to dump on Jon Favreau or even like Barry Jenkins, but I can't believe how well that is doing. Like, I just didn't think Lion King needed to be a live action film, but here we are.
Yeah, most general audiences just don't give a damn about it being a live action remake. They're just like, hey, The Lion King's out again. Yeah, sure.
Right.
We'll just take our kids. Yeah, they love it. Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. I'm excited. Did you get your tickets yet for Fantastic Four?
Nah, I'm gonna wait till a little bit closer. Like, let me see the screening and then I'll go ahead and buy some tickets.
All right, y'all. Let's close it out with the upcoming Wicked for Good, the highly anticipated trailer. I believe it got 113 million views already. There's a rabid fan base here. I'm one of them. Let me get my hat on real quick. Oh man, yo, that damn trailer, it got me. I'll be honest, it got me. The song, I was telling my friends, I was like, I already know that For Good song is gonna wreck me. I shed tears for the first Wicked, so I'm gonna be a big old crybaby once this second one comes out, man. I know there's a lot of drama coming for the ending, and Can't wait to see how it ends.
Man. Wait, drama? Oh,
Um,
between the pay disparities?
no. I meant like within the story, like
Oh, yeah.
Elphaba and Galinda, they're gonna have a little bit of conflict.
No, like we gonna see a little kissing in this thing because these two are shit, man. I'm like, nah, this is looking pretty romantic to me.
AJ's been sleeping, bro. The trailer
Bro, you
dropped.
sleep, dog. Yeah, that trailer dropped damn near a week ago now, but I'll say this about Wicked. This better win some damn awards. If it's as good as that first one, this better get some more nominations, man. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, and I honestly, I mean, I don't think John M. Chu got enough credit and praise for. I thought he hit that first Wicked out the park. I thought the
Out the
production
park,
design was
dog.
incredible, and he really tied everything together. I think visually, I mean, people were complaining about the lighting and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of cool because like the natural lighting was showing off the sets, and I mean those are practical sets. I mean that was my thing. It didn't bother me much, but
Well, and I want to let people know from the perspective of, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I am an editor. So from the perspective of a professional video editor, the edits were horrible, dude. They
for
were
the
just
first one,
horrible. Yeah, well, no, I mean like I'm so sorry. Let me give y'all some context. People running around on Twitter editing it the color themselves and be like, "Oh my god, here's a better edit for Wicked." And they would just take a still from the movie, from Wicked, and then edit it, add
right? Oh, like
contrast and color and
fix
all
the
that
color
crap.
grading and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, the color grading, and I'm like, y'all, these are horrible
right.
color grades. Absolutely fucking terrible. I'm sorry. There were a few that looked really good, but like people are dragging the contrast all the way up and it makes it super yellow. There was another one from the trailer where somebody, Tyler sent it to me, where somebody took I think it was a screen cap of Glinda, dragged it all the way. They dragged the contrast all the fucking way up, and she's like looking red as a tomato. Here's the thing, man. I think the muted colors for Wicked look great. Like you said,
Right.
it really exposes the natural set design, the practical set design, excuse me, and it just looks like, to me, I love the soft colors. It just looks better on a big screen.
It looks authentic, and you can really see the seams on the costumes and all the
Yes.
little details, and it's
visually
I thought it
pleasing
looked
to me.
Yeah, I thought it looked great.
It looks like a world that's believable.
Yes.
Now compare that with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Y'all want that type of color? No, we don't. We want good natural lighting, natural sets, practical sets, good designs. We want that. Yeah, things may look a little muted. That's fine, but I feel like I could step outside into that world more so than I could with these goofy edits where there's just so much color and so much contrast. Okay, sorry,
Right.
Sorry. AJ said everyone's a pro on Twitter. Yeah, for real, man.
Exactly. And I got to keep reminding myself, like the little faction of film Twitter that I always hear crying and whining, like it's not the whole world. So, they're just really loud.
Let me ask you this. I don't know if this is a hot take. It probably is not, but I think John M. Chu, since In the Heights, everyone's been a hitter.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry, since Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, Crazy Rich Asians was awesome. A very refreshing take on the rom-com. I thought In the Heights was really well done. I wasn't familiar with the Broadway show, but I thought cinematically it was really well made. So
very well made. I mean, I'm like, John M. Chu, man. Listen, Now You See Me Too wasn't that good. But I mean, once we step out of Now You See Me Too and into Crazy Rich Asians, In the Heights, Wicked, I'm thinking Wicked for Good could be a hitter too. Man, he is underrated.
Yeah, Tough Luck is agreeing with us. Thank you, Tough Luck. Yeah, I think people got to show him some love, man. He's doing some good work.
I mean, I think if you're any director that's looking to make a musical movie, you got to get John M. Chu, man. You gotta. This guy he's great. Him and Lin-Manuel, they just seem to be the captains of musical cinema.
And I mean, if you can't tell, I can't wait. I am gonna be seated and I'm gonna be singing and crying. Oh man, I'm here for it.
Yo, did that first one finish out in your top 5 movies of the year?
Absolutely.
Man, that first one was so goddamn good, man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I'll be honest. I saw it 4 times in the theaters. I even went to the sing along. I didn't. I wasn't singing with nobody, but I went to the sing along and I just wanted to see how it went. So
Hey, shit, that's great. Got the
yeah,
singing too?
yeah. It had like the it was like Wicked karaoke. You had the lyrics on the screen with the little
Oh, that's
ball.
great.
And, yeah,
um, yeah, Wicked, I think, don't get me wrong, y'all. I loved In the Heights. I did. But what sets Wicked apart so much from like a lot of modern movie musicals, by the way, love The Color Purple too. Fantasia was great. But they got actual goddamn singers, man. They got
right,
actual singers, like professional, and I'm talking like top of the Billboard charts type singers. You got
right,
pop star Ariana Grande and Broadway and acting fame Cynthia Erivo, who has
right,
phenomenal vocals. Like you got 2 trained actual singers for this, and
right.
I think even just that sets it apart so much.
Hell yeah. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if y'all remember watching the Academy Awards, but their performance was electric. Look it up on
Amazing,
YouTube, y'all. Like Cynthia Erivo's vocals are just she makes it look so effortless, man. It's just
right?
fantastic. Fantastic.
Smooth, great. Oh, and then like she has like a strong belty voice, and Ariana has like a fluttery voice. They just work together well. There's just so much that comes together well with Wicked.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I could carry a tune, but that's a little bit above my range, a little bit.
Ooh, okay. Which would be better? Domestically, globally, Wicked for Good, or Zootopia 2? Yeah, well, Zootopia 2 for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's Disney, and they're just hey. See what's funny? Like hate or love Disney, they're hot right now,
Hot.
and I think Zootopia will probably perform well around that when that time comes. I mean, I can't remember how well the first one did, but I know it was well received. There's a fandom there, so
Wait. Did he do Never Say Never?
you know what? I don't know. I think he did.
Wow. Oh yeah, he did. That movie was goofy as shit.
No
Uh,
way. I don't remember this. Did Zootopia make a Billy?
yeah,
Wow, I didn't realize. Huh.
yeah. That first Zootopia was like, again, that was like one of those ones that just popped off. Frozen, that was like that area, that time. Well, Frozen came in when 2012.
Yeah.
Well, it was like that 2010s, yeah, 2013. It was that 2010s dominance. That Moana, like we're running through the 2010s again, and
Right.
shit's just doing well, man.
Right. No, because I remember. I mean, I loved Zootopia, but I just back then I wasn't really tuned in. I didn't realize how much money it made. Like, wow.
Oh yeah, $1 billion. That Frozen, Moana, just clearing numbers.
Right.
But yeah, man, shoot, I think Wicked's gonna be good, brother. I'm excited for
I
that one.
can't
But
wait.
oh,
I
for
can't wait.
real. Ooh,
I
bro.
got all emotional watching that trailer, man. I was like, oh, my heart, my heart.
So many chills watching that. It was just like so good. And they waited it too to like drop it at night. Cause like
Right.
they were showing the first one and dropping the trailer in front of it. Man, I should have just went to that goddamn screening though. Did you go?
No, I missed out on that. I was working, but
Gosh, that's got to be so fun. See a trailer for this one on the big screen, then go right into the. Oh, great. But
hell
Lo,
yeah.
my man, let the people know where they can find you and what you got coming up on your respective platforms, my friend.
Absolutely. Y'all can follow me on Twitter or Letterboxd at Marcellus Durden. I'm a proud editor and critic for The Cinema Spot. Follow us on all socials at The Cinema Spot, and you can find us at thecinemaspot.com. We are currently covering the Tribeca Film Festival. I actually am not covering it. I'm a little booked up, but our team is doing a great job. We got some films like Tornado, that samurai film, a bunch of horror shorts, a bunch of films, Terror Night, Lily, which is an animated film based on a Stephen King story. And I am actually this close to finishing my Lilo and Stitch review, but we have a bunch of great film and TV reviews on the site. Check us out at thecinemasPot.com.
Check them out, guys, over at thecinemasPot.com and on all social media platforms at The Cinema Spot. Y'all, if you're new to Geekly Goods, hit that subscribe button, guys, for more on Marvel, movies, TV, and more. Guys, we got tomorrow, I got, Black Panther. We have a big rumor coming up with that one, and I dive a little deeper into that, as well as the next day after that, guys, we're going to be talking a little bit about Thor 5, because there's a rumor that it's in development still.
Let's
and
go.
Maybe it will be taking place after the Avengers movies. Tough luck. Don't worry. She will be back.
Yeah, we miss you too, Eli.
Miss you, Eli. I'm so behind on reviews, guys. So I will have a review for Ballerina and for How to Train Your Dragon this week. So stay tuned, y'all. But y'all, thank you so much for coming. It's been a while, and we appreciate y'all coming. So come on back next week at the same time, same place. We'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.